think how we wake up is to get a little bit of walking on broken glass. Walking on broken glass.
Welcome to page 7, everybody.
It's back. Broken glass is back in my head.
I love that song.
I love that song.
How did it get back?
Someone said the word broken in front of me.
And you're the sun's still shining in the deep blue sky.
I haven't thought about it in so long. It was finally gone, and now it's back.
Oh, it's you never want it gone. I will. That's a song. I'll swear on the Bible, I'll never not smile deeply when I hear that
Marcus,
song.
you've got a Bible in here somewhere, right?
Satanic Bible.
I'll swear on it.
I'd rather swear on the Satanic Bible, honestly.
Let her swear on it.
Oh, man. Elvo, have you ever tried it at karaoke?
No, I don't think it would be as much fun.
See, you're smart. I've tried it. Too big of a range, Annie Lennox.
Yes.
My range is about 3 notes.
Yeah, because she does the whole like, oh.
Yeah, it's all over the place. Her range is like 3 octaves.
I mean, that's why she's got 3 good songs and the rest of it is shit.
Except her Christmas album, which I will continue to sing the praises of.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I still haven't gotten on board. I haven't listened to it yet. Not that I'm against it.
Oh, you'll like it. It's too bad it's the wrong season.
It's the wrong season.
You'll have to wait, but her Christmas album is very good. I highly recommend it.
Just 8 more months.
Oh my God, but I'm going to count every single day until we get there.
No, we're in my favorite season right now. I don't want to count down till Christmas, but it gives me one thing to look forward to.
We can do Christmas in July. We talk about it every year.
That's true.
Let's do it this year.
This is the year?
This is the year that we do Christmas in July.
Okay, I'm getting well. Then we can count down to Christmas in July.
Annie Lennox, Christmas in July.
Okay, sure.
All right. Be sure to remind us, everyone. Because we will
We'll forget.
Absolutely. Here's something that's pretty interesting. There's a new development in the Richard Simmons case.
Dun, dun, dun.
Or at least it's a small kind of development, but still it's something. A friend of his says that he is perfect and happy, and the reason why he has been in hiding for the last 3 years, bad knees.
So it's just that he can't exercise?
Bad knees.
I don't think that bad knees are enough of an excuse to warrant this complete exodus from society.
Yeah, but then honestly, I ended up stopping listening to Missing Richard Simmons because I felt so bad for him. Because it was just like, you find out everything about his life, and at that point I was like, man, maybe we should just leave him alone. And then I felt really bad that they were like going after him and after somebody that didn't want to be gone after. And then I felt guilty. I'm guilty of it too.
Complicit.
Yes, I'm a part of it. Objection.
It's like, many years ago when Dave Chappelle was like, I just need space. We need to give the same affordance to the genius Richard Simmons.
And maybe if the bad knees, like maybe he's gaining weight back. I mean, it could be part of that too.
I know this friend is saying that he is bedridden. And I can imagine someone as active as Richard Simmons probably wouldn't want to be seen outside in like a wheelchair or something like that.
Yeah.
I can get the vanity there.
Oh, yeah,
and
for
he
sure.
did a lot of high impact aerobics.
Yeah, for a long time.
Oh, yeah,
of course he's got bad knees.
Yeah, it's gonna fuck up someone's knees. I didn't even think about that.
But I guess why the if he doesn't want to go outside, I get that, but why not put out a statement, Why not be like, I'm fine, don't worry about me. Maybe.
Well, he did, though, when they first started going at, like, when everyone found out, it's like, wait a second, where did he go? And he did put out the statement, but no one believed it.
That's right.
Yeah, everyone. Even us, we saw like,
that's right.
That maid has him under her thrall.
Oh yeah, we might be part of the problem.
I know, we're complicit.
We might be complicit.
But then why did he put up this huge fence around his place where he was always out front of? He was always taking pictures with anyone that would drive by. He was always outside. And so now there's this huge fence around his estate with no bell on it, no buzzer. That's why I think I got to like episode 5 or 6 in Missing Richard Simmons, and I was just like, and then I felt too bad. I felt guilty.
I understand that.
We're part of the problem.
Well, I guess if we're like wishing for what it could be, him having bad knees but being alive and not like murdered by his
or held hostage
by his woman caretaker is probably good, right?
I guess. I don't know.
Well, one of the theories, did you get to the Dalmatians theory?
I did. Yeah.
Well, if you don't know, Molly, there's a theory.
I don't know about the Dalmatians theory, actually.
Well, apparently he had pet Dalmatians for years and years, and then one by one they died, and then when the last one died, he fell into a deep depression.
He even has Dalmatian statues in front of his house. Like, he loved his Dalmatians were his life.
So this is a very existential question. It's like that quote that all the kids had on their backpacks in high school. It's better
What would
to
Jesus do?
It's better to burn out than fade away.
Oh,
Would you
yeah,
rather?
man.
I almost got it tattooed on my body. I was, between that and I was gonna get a huge thing that said Namaste down my spine. And
Yikes.
both of those really, really, really close to getting them tattooed. And in that moment, I swear we were infinite. Perks of being a wallflower.
Listen, if any of you all have that tattoo, the thing I love about tattoos is their commitment to like the temporal.
Of where you were at the time.
Yes, exactly.
I have a Let It Be tattoo. Come on.
I love that about tattoos. So if you had gotten that tattoo, Jackie, I would love it. But
God.
My tattoos are never going to let me forget that I was kind of a douchebag when I was about 19 or 20.
That's what I like about them, though.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I'm reminded of that every day of my life.
yeah, I think that's good. I think it's healthy, and I think that whole like, well, what are you gonna do when you're 80 is a silly way to think about when you're like 20. Like, I'm not gonna live my life for when I'm 80, man.
Yeah, man.
That was my thinking.
Better to burn out than it's to fade away.
But for Richard Simmons, I feel like, would you rather is it better to be held hostage in your infirm elder state by a caretaker, or is it better to just not really want to go out anymore?
But at that point, I'm surprised he hasn't just like OD'd. I mean, his whole life was people.
Yeah.
But it was a mask. He had a mask on. Ugh. I mean, it was very. I should just listen to the rest of it. It was so. You know how he lost all the weight?
How?
Pills.
Not aerobics?
Not aerobics. He lost a bunch of weight because he was just like had an eating disorder and he did a bunch of fucking pills, which I understand. That was my whole college experience. And then he like went into the monastery and then like found like preaching was such a good way to talk to people and to get to people, and then he made his empire. What?
Wow.
What? I'm obsessed. I love him. And you know what? I was going to go out and buy all of the Sweat Until the Oldies, but don't worry, they're all on YouTube. Sweat Into the Oldies, baby.
Could we still work out to it? Is it a good workout?
She's been working out.
I've been working out to it.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, I'm having fun.
It's fun.
I've been sweating, and I'm listening to oldies. And I'm watching oldies sweat at the same time.
Yeah, that actually sounds great.
Yes.
Maybe you and I can have a little workout routine.
Yes, I'm down.
Did they talk about where he came up with the idea of the oldies?
No.
Because I have
Good
wondered.
question.
I have wondered how he settled on the oldies.
Good
I think he
question.
was trying to reach a broad range of people.
He's
And
like,
everyone
classic rock? No.
No.
Punk rock? No.
But he has some that are like 80s hits. I mean, he has like different, it's not just all oldies.
Okay.
But at the same time, it's like, do you like good music? Yeah, yeah. It's like, how do you not dance to that? Of course I want to dance to that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And you're just like high kicking as you do it.
I've been kind of fantasizing about going back to Jane Fonda's exercise videos.
She's just too tight.
She is
you
so
mean
tight.
It's not surprising that you would go to Hanoi Jane.
Yeah. I will always want her to be called Hanoi Jane. No, but after going back to Grace and Frankie, or actually, I
my
shouldn't say going
God.
back because I haven't
Oh
started
my
season 3. Is it good? I know. I'm sorry.
So good.
Okay, good. I was afraid. I did a thing where I sometimes panic about the end of things, and I know it's not even the end, but I'm
not
like,
the
what
end.
if it's not? I still haven't seen the last episode of The Get Down, still haven't seen the last episode of Trailer Park Boys. I don't watch the end of things because I am afraid of change.
I understand. I did the same thing with Parks and Rec. When you invest that much time into something, I don't want to watch the last episode.
No, I
Yeah.
want to race towards the end. Move on to the next thing.
See, that's very productive.
Live
like,
fast,
check
die
it off.
hard.
But
to burn out than to fade away.
Yeah, I mean, I know it, sister.
But I keep looking at beautiful Jane Fonda and being like, as I was not around in the 70s when she was Hanoi Jane, and I didn't learn about that till later. When I was a kid, Jane Fonda was just this gorgeous woman in a leotard with big hair, and I didn't know she was such an interesting, brilliant person.
But actually, that was a big reason of why he did create. I'm sorry, you may as well listen to fucking Missing Richard Simmons. But why he?
I'm not good at it. Just give it to me.
Why he?
I don't have time. Just give it to me.
Why he created Sweat Into the Oldies was that he was like, at that time that nothing, like no exercise videos were fun.
Yeah.
And he wanted to have fun. He wanted to be like, exercising can be fun if you let it be. And he specifically referenced Jane Fonda that it's like, it was too tight. It was too like, you have to do it this way. And it's just like, pump, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now you have Buns of Steel.
I mean, I'll kind of be damned if Richard Simmons is going to trash talk Jane Fonda in my house.
Oh no, he wasn't trash talking. He was just saying that he was trying to provide something that was completely different.
Okay.
That no one had ever seen before from an exercise tape.
Okay. All right. I'll allow it. I won't be damned.
Okay, you can't. I love him too much.
All right.
They might be adapting that podcast for TV.
The what?
Yeah. The Missing Richard Simmons podcast.
Just we gotta let him lie.
Yeah.
We gotta let him lie.
Yeah.
And we are complicit because we were part of the
I
machine
know we're
when
complicit.
things.
We're talking about it right now.
Yeah, I know, and we also started it up a little. We've been talking about this for a good year
Yeah.
now.
I think those other podcasters scooped us. That's my theory.
Are we talking about a scoop here?
I think we got scooped.
No, but the guy that made it took a bunch of his classes
Okay.
in L.A. So he had met Richard Simmons many times.
Okay, good.
He'd even had dinner at his house a few times.
Yeah, it's like he was going to make a documentary about him,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So he's not just a Johnny come lately.
No.
Page
No.
7 listener.
Not a page 7 scooper? Okay.
Are we getting scooped? I'll give you a scoop.
Oh no, I think we got scooped, guys!
Oh, you got scooped.
Ew, it just makes me think of tuna salad. Like this big glop of scoop and tuna salad.
And a scooped out bagel. You
Oh,
ever
yeah.
scoop out a bagel?
You're getting the carbs. The only reason why I'll ever scoop out my bagel is that it provides a moat of mayo.
It is.
Oh,
Ugh.
And
no.
That's even worse.
I want a
That's
moat.
much worse.
I would like a moat of mayo in the sandwich. So when I cut it in half, it
Oh,
goes
stop.
squeege.
Stop.
Oh yeah, I love it. It's like cover it. in mayo.
Oh, Lord Almighty. I never had heard a scooped out bagel till I moved to New York. I'm not sure if they exist elsewhere.
I don't think so.
Actually, this is the first I've ever heard of it.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so they just scoop out the
middle
meat
part,
of it,
yeah.
and then you just have a bagel, or like a bread circle.
I don't know what's the point. I guess for carb conscious people.
But I think it's also for bagel sandwiches because then it's not too big to fit inside of your small mouth.
That is true.
And the best part of a bagel is the crusty outer part.
Of
So
course. And it's the toppings. And it's the mayo.
it's not the mayo. Why you put mayo on a bagel?
Mayo comes and I want to eat it. Mayo. Mayo. That's my new song every time I'm squeeging mayo on every sandwich I eat. I started putting mayo in the middle of my deli roll-ups too. I get my deli meats, get my deli cheese. I do a squeege of mayo in the middle, and I put a romaine lettuce leaf. Roll it up.
You're using a tortilla?
No.
It's a wrap. It's like a Thai wrap. It's what the Thai.
Oh, with a lettuce. I see.
No,
That's-
the lettuce is on the inside. The meat is on the outside.
Oh.
So you still get your hands good and slimy.
It's a meat wrap. It's a meat wrap. 'Cause I have heard of lettuce wraps.
Yes, no, I'm not trying to be healthy here. I just want the mayo and I want the romaine lettuce to scoop the mayo on the inside so when you roll it around, it's again a moat of mayo.
It's like a Freaky Friday for meat and lettuce.
Sure,
And
yeah.
the positions that they're in.
Switch it up.
Switch it up. Why not?
Why not?
Go for it.
Good for me.
I cannot believe you want that much mayo. It's very.
Mayo so much. Only Hellman's though.
Yeah, I agree. I'm also a helmet, but I'm a big Miracle Whip dude.
See, it's a different entity.
It's tangy. They just have the same color. People always confuse that. Just because they have the
ridiculous.
same color, they think it's different. It's similar, but it's different.
completely different.
It's like apples and oranges.
Both fruits, different fruits.
Oh yeah, one you usually peel, one you don't have to peel.
In this case, both thick white sauces that you don't want to eat plain.
Yeah, but it's not like it's like, oh, slap some tartar sauce on it. That's a whole different thing. It's got pickles in it. But I mean, I love a pickle.
As do I.
Oh, I love a pickle.
Thick white sauce is not on my.
What about
top 10.
tzatziki?
Tzatziki is fine, but it can't be the centerpiece. A thick white sauce does not a centerpiece make. Tzatziki comes with a bunch of nice other things: falafel, cucumber, tomatoes, spices, all that. Mayo is just too sloppy.
We have to agree to disagree.
We will.
Objection!
I'll
I'm
allow it.
sorry. It got objected.
We got Sylvester Stallone news.
Oh.
He's in a fight with Warner Brothers about Demolition Man.
Oh, from 30 years ago? About what?
He is claiming over 30 years ago, about 25 years ago.
I'm gonna talk to you.
He can't even say the word Warner Brothers.
Well, he said that he was supposed to get 15% of the movie's proceeds if it made $125 million.
And after 30-some years, it did.
In about 2014, a rep questioned Warner Brothers, who said the film had actually lost $67 million.
Christ. Oh my God. Of course it did. Of course it did.
But the studio eventually admitted that was wrong and paid Stallone $2.8 million, but without providing account details. So Sylvester Stallone believes that he's owed more money.
That
from Demolition
motherfucker does
Man.
not need any more money. What does he care?
You said you'd give it.
Where's my money? I mean, I guess if you're owed money, you want it.
Of
But
course,
Yeah.
but I also, I will say I've not seen Demolition Man in a long time. I think I love it though,
I've
right?
seen it so many times. I
it
don't know
good
why.
or is it bad?
I've seen Demolition Man probably over 20 times.
Why?
Really?
For no real reason. It's always on.
It's always
one of those-
on.
It's always on, and if it's on, I'm probably going to watch it. It's not a good movie.
No, that's the problem though. Is I feel like I always see Demolition Man and then I see Mr. Holland's Opus, and then I'm like, well, I'm gonna watch Mr. Holland's Opus
See, I'm gonna-
because his son is deaf. He can't hear the music.
I'm going to go for Demolition Man because Wesley Snipes is a blonde.
Okay. Oh yeah. I mean, platinum.
See,
Yeah,
in this
looking
in
good.
this in this Sunday afternoon cable movie landscape, that's when I choose Stepmom.
Oh, see that really I feel like shows the true difference of all of us.
Yeah, I think that right there.
You want to see a good sing along of Ain't No Mountain High Enough. Although I did weirdly, speaking of Stepmom, there was something that came out that I guess when Stepmom was created, that they were saying that Julia Roberts and Susan Sarandon hated each other.
I remember this.
And Susan Sarandon just came out because of everything with Feud, which I have not watched yet, and I have to watch it soon. But
Yeah,
I
I
don't
haven't
have
watched
I don't have FX, and I gotta watch it. You've got all the cable.
You can
Molly.
come to my house.
Okay, I'll come to your house. And that none of it was true. It was all a ploy, and it was something that Susan Sarandon was not behind.
She was like, someone orchestrated this feud.
She like
just like the show Feud.
I mean, she's like, we had no problems with each other. We were fine.
I don't know. Those are two pretty high-powered diva-y,
Very diva-y.
actresses. You know.
But ain't no mountain high enough. Except I hated that the kids sang in it.
Yeah.
I just, ugh. She can't sing Ain't No Mountain High Enough. She doesn't know the struggle of being an adult, of having to overcome obstacles. Put your hairbrush down. Stop singing the fucking song.
Well, what should she sing?
Ain't No Mountain High Enough.
No, what should she sing?
Oh, I don't know. I'm a kid and I'm bad at it. My mom's dying and I'm sad.
It's a hard knock life.
Yeah. Ugh. Don't go Annie on me, Molly.
I'm just saying that's like what kids sing.
But I'd rather have the Rugrats version of it. Remember that one? Like, it's a nothing. And then it had like the beginning of Rugrats in it.
Oh, well, the Rugrats have no concept of struggle.
Of course not, but it was some sort of
Was it a
what do they call it? The
remix?
rip rap?
a mashup,
sample?
a sample.
Yeah. Something, I think it was in the early 2000s.
Yeah, I feel like I know what you're talking about.
Right? And then it had the beginning of the Rugrats theme song, and I don't know why.
Two
understand what they do.
children's things mashed up into one mishmash.
Yuck.
Why not? What do you have against Annie?
Kids singing.
Yeah.
And you know what? Slap her in the orphanage.
Wait. I actually have a really important question for you. This came up over the weekend. I'm sorry to divert. I know you hate kids singing. Over the weekend, I was in a conversation with people who said they don't like musicals. I was talking about Les Mis. My husband tried to offer them, but it has little children singing, and I said, don't say that. Nobody likes that.
And you know what? The one little kid singing gets a fucking bullet in his brain.
He does, but do you hate? That was my question. Do you love Gavroche or do you hate
I
Gavroche?
hate him.
You hate Gavroche?
Although, except for the fact that the toothless kid from Stranger Things played him on Broadway, so it makes me like him more. However, he's out. He's in the battlefield. He wasn't supposed to be out there. And you're out there singing like, when the pup grows up. And then all of a sudden, gunshot. And then the whole set revolves.
But aren't you moved? Do you cry when he dies?
Nope.
What?
Nope. I cry when, it's like when you Little Fall of Rain. I'm crying when he's holding her because he never loved her. And she always loved him, but he liked the pretty girl. He didn't like the ugly girl.
You didn't.
Don't you fret.
I love that. I love the unrequited love plot of Les Mis just as much as everyone else who's been in unrequited love. But I cannot believe that you don't make an exception for children singing for Gavroche.
It is powerful, and I accept that. But he shouldn't have been on a battlefield. Put the flag down.
Yeah, but that's the whole story. That it was a tragedy that even the children had to fight, and he had good politics, that little boy.
Yeah, but he also, you know what? He wasn't big enough to hold a gun. That's the problem. If you can reach the bar, you should be able to drink, and if you can't hold a gun, you shouldn't be in a war. Those are my steadfast life rules.
This is a lot of our differences are coming out.
That's why I wore high heels at the age of 8 so I could reach the bar.
And I have never seen Les Mis.
I know. It's okay. One day we should really all go.
All right.
Yeah, I saw it on Broadway. I'd go again anytime.
I've never
Evolving set.
I've never seen a Broadway musical.
We gotta go. Let's do it. They're very expensive tickets.
Yes, they are.
But maybe we should go down to Tampa. We'll go to TPAC, the Tampa Bay Performing Arts Center.
Ooh, I would love to do that.
And we could get great, easy, cheap tickets.
Because I think it might have left New York recently.
Yes, yeah, it's on tour right now.
So does T-Pat have just a constant Les Mis production going?
They usually at least once a year there's a Les Mis because it's all old people and they all love Les Mis.
Mm-hmm.
Duh.
I just want to, just as the last word here, you wearing high heels at the bar when you're 8 years old, you are singing Gavroche's song, When the Pup Grows Up, like you would be singing that song.
On a battlefield.
So when the pup grows up, that's so he's saying when I grow up, I'll kill as well?
No, that like he was just talking about how like he's a kid.
He's like, don't be scared. The kind of theme of the song is don't not be scared of something that's small, because when the thing that's small gets bigger, it's going to be really powerful.
But it gets cut off because he goes, when the pup goes up, and then bang.
Wow.
And they do kill a child in Les Mis.
Oh, yeah.
Who murders him?
One of them.
The opposition. It's a war. It's about a revolution.
Okay.
So it's the like basically they're the rebel forces and like the state murders him basically.
Yep. So.
Oh, he was murdered by the state. You know.
What?
How it is. Whatever, Hanoi Jane.
I'll be over here doing my Jane Fonda aerobics with no oldies set to them.
Oh man, no! You gotta have fun.
Yeah,
Get those knees up.
What was the music in the Jane Fonda?
I don't remember. I remember doing them with my mom, but I don't remember if there was music. There must have been like just
there has to be something.
generic 80s elevator
Like
music.
just like ding 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 ding
Yeah.
ding 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 ding.
Yeah, it was just a room full of ladies though.
Let's hear some of it.
I just exactly what I just said.
Exactly right.
Oh, I love it so much.
You got it exactly right, Jackie.
I have never seen it before. It's just those. Can you imagine? She is not only she's exercising in a leotard,
Yeah.
but also in leggings underneath the leotard. Think of what her vagina is feeling.
So much wedge.
There's so much up inside of her. Although
Yeah.
the colors are pretty amazing. But can you imagine? Can you put your leg up that high?
Yeah, she looks great.
And she still looks great.
She still looks great.
She has had tasteful work done, and she still looks great. Mm-hmm. You know what it is? You can always tell. It's the neck. It's like I kept staring at her neck. When you've got a tight neck in your 70s, you've had work done.
Yeah.
I mean, she has no giblets.
Yeah, no giblets. She looks great.
She does look really good.
I mean, well, my girlfriend's a huge Frankie and Johnny fan, so it's always in the apartment when I'm putzing around doing
Although I
my
wish
shit.
it was Frankie and Johnny, but it's Grace and Frankie.
Oh,
But
Grace and Frankie.
Frankie and Johnny's the Al Pacino, Michelle Pfeiffer play turned into a movie, which is really good. Yeah. I have done many a monologue from that show because she's a hard-working waitress and she's got to make a living to get through the day.
Oh, that's your exact wheelhouse.
Yeah.
That's your type.
Just
So
like
let's
me.
hear some more of it.
Johnny, you don't understand. I go to work every day and I get in there and they grab my pussy every day because I'm a waitress and that's what I deserve. Don't fuck with me, daddy.
Are you fucking serious?
No, I just made that up.
You know, like that really could have gone either way. Jackie's like, and I never forgot it.
That sounds ridiculous, but I don't know enough about the show to refute that.
All I remember is that she played a hardworking, with a waitress with a hard past.
He calls her man daddy.
I imagine that I don't really remember. Although I do implore you to read Frankie. Lily Tomlin's one-woman shows are pretty fucking amazing as well. I did a bunch of monologues from them, and it's all about like aliens and shit. She's real fucking weird.
She is. Man,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
great. I heard her on Fresh Air, NPR's podcast, which
She is she's a dynamo. She's
amazing.
Exactly why I went into comedy in the first place. I fucking love Lily Tomlin so much.
yeah,
She's
and
great.
Fresh Air, the host of Fresh Air is like very like a little bit of like a straight.
We're all familiar with Fresh Air.
Okay,
I don't know. I've never heard of it, but I live in a cloud.
Hanoi Jane.
Take no. I'm not take NPR and then distill it into like a powerful absinthe, and that's what Fresh Air
is. Fresh Air.
I don't know
I'm
if I
Terry
can.
Gross. It's very no. I'm not proud. I'm not saying it's. I have a little bit of a reaction to
Heart
the NPR.
palpitations.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
so Terry Gross is like, so tell us about this one woman show, and she like it's like someone who takes themselves pretty seriously, and then Lily Tomlin who's just like, oh whatever, I don't care. It's like a blast to listen to her.
All right, maybe I'll listen
on
to
Fresh Air because she just doesn't give a fuck. She's the best. She's just like she is in the show.
No, I love her so much.
She's great.
It's a great show. It's a great show.
I've seen a bit here and there, and what I've seen, I have tolerated.
It is definitely not. Although it is weird to like get texts from my mother while she's watching it and mean like, that would be great to have a vibrator like that for old women. I'm like, well, let's not. How about we don't talk about it? Because like that's the whole thing in like the beginning of the third season with Jane Fonda, where it's like she gets arthritis because she was given her first vibrator and she can't use it, so that they make one for older women with arthritis.
Wow.
It's a great idea.
And then my mom kept talking to me about vibrators, and I don't want to hear about how weak her wrists are. Like, I don't want to think about that at all.
Jackie, I can't even hold on to it
Oh
anymore.
my God, I just wish it had different settings and light up buttons.
But that's what's so brilliant about the show is that it's like, oh, we're going to make you think about these 70-some-year-old women having sex.
Fuck yeah, man, they're having sex.
Sure.
You know, they don't show any of the sex, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the problem.
That's why I got to sandwich it with other shows.
Ernie Hudson, yes, please.
Oh my God, yes, please.
Is he dating one of the ladies?
Yes.
In season 2, isn't season
And
3?
yeah, and he's we've talked about this, I think last time we talked about Grace and Frankie, Black Ghostbuster.
Mm-hmm.
And he is hotter than he was in the fucking Ghostbusters.
Yeah, he's actually hotter in his 70s than ever before.
I am so attracted to him. His arms.
Yeah.
He plays a yam farmer.
I see what you're saying.
He was in
Yeah.
Oz. You remember? You watched Oz?
Yes.
A little bit of it, yeah.
So I was always like, oh, the prison warden, but he's very handsome.
Jesus, those arms.
I know those arms. You cannot stare at the arms. I just want him. Like, I just imagine him holding me and like hurting me a little bit when he hugged me, but like it's okay. And then also pulling the yams and pulling the yams. He's a yam farmer.
He is a yam. It's not a figure of speech.
Oh, I thought you meant like he was
plot point.
pulling on your yams.
I mean, he could be if he wanted to be. I can't make him any money, but I'll sure take it. You know what I mean? Well, on my yams.
What's that word that some Italian New Yorkers say for
Capiche?
No. Legs. It always reminds me of yams, but it's
Gams.
not. Gams.
Yeah, I got good gams.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I had my gams out yesterday. I had shorts on. You know what? You got to put those gams away. oh, they're not ready for the sun.
My gams are not ready.
They are not ready for the sun.
Oh, no one wants to see my gams.
Get my gams or ye bad.
Men are very self-conscious about their gams.
Oh, yeah. No one wants to see a man's gams.
I want to see a man's gams.
I'm down with it. Yeah, but then you think that, and I was walking behind someone, and Doug and I were walking, and it was a younger fellow, and he had really, really short shorts on, and he had great thighs, he had great legs, but he was so hairy that he looked like he had pants on. And I looked at him, and I looked over at Doug, and I was like, I think that man's legs are too hairy for shorts that short. And then he looked at me, and he's like, I thought his legs looked really good. So we were both staring at his legs. It was just a lot of thigh.
I mean, obviously, the man knows his legs draw attention.
Oh, he knows. They were carpeted, and that's fine. I'm down with it. It was just too short. I mean, they were Daisy Dukes.
I feel like that's become a trend now.
Yes.
The far above the knee pants for men.
Far above. I mean, they were almost crotch.
Yeah.
They were almost underpants.
Yeah.
I do about mid-thigh.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Mid-thigh I think is pretty good.
I mean, honestly, whatever you want to wear is fine. But it's just if your legs are carpeted, you're gonna get stares. That's all I'm saying.
That is true. I've got some royal news for you.
Which one? I want to marry Harry.
It's Harry news. And apparently, Meghan Markle has made the guest list for the Pippa wedding.
Oh, ponytail? Mm-hmm. Remember that big fucking scrunchie she was wearing? And she still looked hot?
Yeah, she's that scrunchy girl.
She's scrunchy. And so, I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. I was too busy thinking about the scrunchie. What did you say?
Pippa? Wait, they're going to...
Pippa Middleton. And they're going together. She made the list.
Interest. Oh, to, Kate Middleton's sister.
Yeah.
The hotter one. Sorry. Sorry. You know why she's hotter? Because she looks like she's more of the bad girl. She's the Prince Harry.
Why didn't Harry marry Pippa?
I mean, I think that's incestuous at that point,
No,
right?
two different siblings can marry people who are siblings.
Wouldn't that be weird? I think it would be weird. I mean, I guess...
It could be weird.
There's probably examples of that happening.
Oh, there's got to be
many.
Many, yeah. Now, I'm going Kate over Pippa.
Going Kate over... I mean, she
over
is
Pippa.
definitely the class.
Yeah.
And Pippa is the trash. But I love a trash can.
She's the trashly.
Yeah, she is. And that's okay, but she's getting married, huh? She's getting all sewn up.
Yeah.
That sucks. Sew up that vag.
Yep, she's getting all sewed up. She is marrying. Yeah. Just zip.
Only the whole, just for the impression of her husband's penis. That's what happens when we get married, right, Molly? No other penis can fit inside of you anymore.
They do a fitting.
Yeah.
It's like when you're a kid and you say you're going to keep a secret and then you just zip your lips and then throw away the key.
Yeah. That's what marriage vows do to your vagina.
Yeah, she's marrying a dude named James Matthews.
Oh, is it Dinglehopper and Schmidt?
He looks extremely British.
I was going to say, how British does he look? Very British.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, he is tall and handsome.
He's got a little bit of a horsey.
He's a little horsey.
Yeah.
He's got a little neigh on him.
He's a little bit of...
Maybe he needs like a little feed bag or something.
Oh, he's a hedge fund manager.
Of course he is.
Oh, Hanoi Jane checking in to condemn the hedge fund manager.
No, get on it. You kidding me?
Yeah, no, marry a hedge fund manager. It's
Get
fine.
on it.
Oh, and he also went to the same school as Prince Harry and Prince William, the Eton College English Boys Independent Boarding School.
Oh my God.
In Windsor, England.
Of course they did, but Prince Harry was bad and he fucks in a hot tub.
All those boys must have deviant sexual behavior.
Yeah.
If you go to a repressive, kind of formal type place for your formative pubescent years, you must have like a lot of like sexual energy.
Oh, I just wish I can't remember the name of it. It was like one school. It's like there was a few of them in the 80s, but she was a kid that was, I think she was in Paper Moon Tatum. Tatum something?
Tatum O'Neal.
Tatum O'Neal that was in a girls' boarding school movie that was just about how they all fucked each other, and man, did I watch the shit out of that movie. Oh, what was it called? It's like Cutie Baby.
We definitely talked about this movie
I know
before.
we've talked about it before,
have.
but I think about it, I think once every few years, and I'm just like, ooh, that movie, yummy, yum, yum, yum.
It was a yummer. I remember.
Right? Don't
It
you
was
remember that?
definitely a yummer.
Because it would be playing on HBO, and it's like, well, let me go watch it for a while. Because of course they
Little
did.
Darlings?
Little Darlings.
That was right
That's
after her
it.
turn as Sarah Brown in International Velvet.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. Yes, and please.
Little Darlings, that's right.
Man,
the
and-
bet is on. Whoever loses her virginity first wins.
It's,
I would watch that.
It's really good. It's really fucking good.
Oh, and it's got Christy McNichol in it, too.
It's really, really good.
And Armand Asante.
Oh, a little bit of international spice. Oh, yeah, you put a little Venice on it.
Wait, are there boys there, or is this just like a great feminist sex?
Matt
universe?
Dillon is there.
Matt Dillon is in it. So there are boys like in the boys' school that's close by. But then, it's like, well, I mean, we got all these girls around. We didn't say,
And then there's
What kind of-
Cynthia Nixon, too.
I know. It's a great movie.
Wait, Miranda?
Yes.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, but it is definitely an 80s movie that I don't think that they could probably really even make anymore about young teens.
About
I
the
mean,
two 15-year-old girls racing to lose their virginity? Probably not.
Yeah, probably has too bad of values for nowadays.
but 13 Reasons Why. Have you watched 13 Reasons Why yet?
No, and I've only heard of the hubbub.
There's hubbub.
There's a whole lot of hubbub.
Seems-
I got to bring it back to International Velvet for a little
Okay,
bit.
please. What is that?
Yes, please.
It's a horse movie for horse girls.
No.
There's the synopsis. Velvet's orphaned niece, Sarah, follows her dream of Olympic glory with her horse, Arizona Pie.
See, if you had asked me, I would have said Velvet was the horse.
Yeah, where did the velvet come in?
She's the Velvet.
She's the velvet.
Her name is Velvet. The horse is named Arizona Pie.
Well, that's a bad name because it makes me think of Arizona iced tea and a bunch of apples in a cup.
It makes me... Never mind what it makes me think.
What does it make you think of?
Desert pussy.
Yeah, baby, it's arid at best.
Oh, I'm gonna go get me some Arizona Pie.
Yeah, it's got spikes on it like a cactus, and it's arid at best.
You know who else is in it? Anthony Hopkins.
Oh, wow. Of Legends of the Fall fame.
Anthony Hopkins is like, yeah, I'll get one horse movie under my belt. Why not?
Yeah, let's do. Actually, Velvet is played. She's not. Tatum O'Neal is actually Sarah Brown. Velvet Brown is played by Nanette Newman.
Oh, good.
And I
Consonants.
think that consonant is that would she play?
Ned Newman. No, I just meant all the ends.
I thought you meant
Consonants.
she played a character named like Consonant in another.
Ned Newman.
I think she died.
Oh, R.I.P. R.I.P. Velvet Ned Newman.
Also, R.I.P. Jay Giles.
Over. Yeah, but you know what? Just listen to some Bob Seger instead. You'll be happier anyway.
Oh no, listen to Jay Giles band live albums. They're really
Okay.
fun.
All right, I'll do it. I will do that.
They're wonderful roof drinking music because they'll get you going. They're high energy, but not too high energy.
See, I've been on a real bad Bob Seger kick lately. Not bad. I mean, it's all good. But there's only so many times you can listen to Night Moves in one day. And I haven't reached that limit yet, but I'm sure it's out there.
Is Bob Seger related to Pete Seeger?
No. Pete Seeger is the old folk singer. Bob Seger, that's just unrelated Seegers.
Okay.
When all night moves. Oh, it makes me think of Benny and June. It's slow, mentally handicapped people having sex. She's mentally handicapped. He's just weird.
Wait, no, I thought he was mentally handicapped and she was just weird.
No, I think maybe they're both a modicum amount of weird. I made the wrong thing of telling Doug that I found him attractive because he reminded me of Johnny Depp in Benny and June, and then I made him watch the trailer.
Oh.
And he watched the trailer and he's like, do you think that I'm slow? And I was like, no, he's very attractive in the movie, and I could see you playing with rolls on forks in a diner.
Playing with rolls on forks, that's a Charlie Chaplin thing.
That's the thing. So Johnny Depp in the movie is upset. Like his character, his weird character that comes into town, is obsessed with Charlie Chaplin.
Ooh.
So
I would love this movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
Molly.
I'm surprised you haven't seen this movie.
Molly,
actually.
you will. Oh, and it's just he does all these like crazy, like weird, like foppish tricks, so like physical tricks, because he also is not a big talker and he's very shy, and so he pretends basically to be Charlie Chaplin.
Oh.
Yeah, take a look at the movie poster here.
Oh yeah.
And Mary Stuart Masterson is like kind of slow and has has issues, and Aidan Quinn is her very protective older brother. And then I'm sorry, it's a spoiler alert, but they have sex, and you have to listen to Night Moves. And I just remember in high school being like, God, I can't wait to have sex with someone that's
So I can
mentally
listen to
handicapped.
Night Moves.
To Night Moves.
All right, stop the legs.
Who's on the list? My God. Gotta have that list.
Celebrities who live in Hawaii.
Uh-oh. Aloha.
I think I know one.
Amukalagoliki.
Oh, Jason Momoa, bitches.
Well, we already know that one.
I know.
He's number one. Jason Momoa lives
course
in
he's number
Hawaii. I
one.
mean, he's from Hawaii.
Have you seen all those pictures of him and Patrick Wilson on his Instagram because they're both in Aquaman together?
No.
It's like a sandwich I want to be the meat on.
Who's Patrick Wilson again?
He's sexy. He was in, I believe, Phantom of the Opera.
He was in both the Conjuring movies.
And yes, and he was in that weird movie with what's her name? Kate.
Kate Winslet?
Kate Winslet. That weird sexy movie. Little Kids. I think that's what it's called. I think it's called Little Kids. But like they have this like relationship that's falling
Actually,
apart.
you're not that far off. It's Little Children.
Little Children.
Little Kids colon a sexy movie.
Yeah.
It's sexy.
Yeah, I mean, the poster is them naked together.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's sexy.
Oh.
But then there's also a whole,
How-
like, pedophile backstory thing. Not to do with Patrick Wilson.
Okay, good.
No, don't worry about it.
Oh, and Jennifer Connelly's in it too. There's all kinds of sexy people
Dude, you
in
haven't
this movie.
seen... Little Children is pretty great. And then there's the pedophile part. But everything else is really sexy.
Is Jennifer Connelly sexy in it?
Yeah, it's just relationships falling apart and people making mistakes in a suburban atmosphere.
Sounds like my jam.
Oh, man. I'm reading The Husband's Secret.
I saw on your Instagram. That was the first one. I read all of her books twice.
I am going to read all of them. That's my whole summer. I've got the whole summer planned out.
Are you totally loving it?
Hooked.
Now, what is this?
It's the same author that wrote Big Little Lies. She has like 9 books, and I've read each one twice. And The Husband's Secret was the first one that I read,
It's like
and it's
sexy, weird, like mystery.
The husband has a secret. What
does he
is
now?
it?
No, the whole thing. So the whole thing, it opens up, and it's like Cecilia Fitzpatrick has everything, and like everything in her life is put together. She's got the kids, she's got the house, she's got the husband, until she finds a letter when John Paul is on work travel.
What does the letter say? Should I read it? Should I not read
The
it?
letter, the envelope, the sealed envelope says, "To my wife Cecilia, upon the event of my death."
Will you read it?
I'd read it in a fucking second. Are you kidding me? I wouldn't tell him anything about it. I'd immediately open it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah, you read it immediately.
Immediately. I wouldn't even. I
But
wouldn't bring
then,
it up.
what if what you read changes your
Your life. What if it changes all the life of everyone around you?
I cannot wait to talk with you about this.
Oh my God, we're talking about this.
Can we start a separate podcast about
Yes.
Leanne Moriarty's books?
Yes, we can. Anyway, who else lives in Hawaii?
Oprah!
Of course, she's got.
Well,
she
God
must have
bless
houses
her.
everywhere.
Man, I would live in Hawaii if I was Oprah.
Julia Roberts, she's got a place in Hawaii. On Kauai.
Hawaii.
Good for her.
Will Smith, he's got a place in Hawaii.
The problem is that apparently the people are not very kind to the celebrities living there.
Really?
Well,
They want their manahus and they want their aluhus.
Too many paps.
And they want their islands to be their islands.
well, not to put on my toilet hat here, but it is an island that has indigenous population that was invaded by, and now they invaded again by a bunch of white celebrities being like, if I may.
Toilet flush!
Let them have big houses.
This is America, baby.
Everybody who just listened has a place in Hawaii. They just swoop in.
Yeah, but they're all eating spam out there.
Like
Don't you realize what they have to endure?
Their island to just extrapolate what they will and then leave.
I mean, yeah, I'll extrapolate whatever I can get my hands on.
Drew Barrymore is just extrapolating all over the island.
Bet she
Imperialism.
is. I
And so
bet she
is
is.
Steven Tyler.
Oh my God, his lips.
Cher.
Oh, talk about lips,
Cher can extrapolate what she wants.
right? She had such a
Oh, Cher
heartache.
gets an extrapolation pass.
Yes, because Cher is,
She's gone through so much.
She's gone through so much, and she's so good at Twitter. Honestly, that's
oh, yeah?
why. Her
Yeah.
tweets are, her politics are stellar, and her tweets are
So
spectacular.
she's allowed to live in Hawaii.
yes, her tweets.
And Jason Momoa because he is of their people.
Well, anybody can live in Hawaii. I'm just saying, people, it would be like people coming.
Toilet flush!
Even Roseanne. Can Roseanne live in Hawaii?
Oh, she's an almond farmer now.
Roseanne's politics are deeply confusing.
She's an almond farmer now.
That is true. No one can quite put a bead on old Roseanne.
I cannot hang on to her if I wanted to.
Oh, she's having fun.
But what about Helen Hunt?
Oh my God! Also been through so much Twister when it hit that
hasn't
house.
been through so much.
Is
She
that-
had
Been
comes
through
after
so much.
you.
Pay it
for her.
forward. Pay it forward.
She had a man that read her mind. What women want probably fucked her up for life.
Imagine
Helen
so.
Hunt has been through nothing. She can't live there.
I mean, as good as it gets, she had that sick little boy.
Oh my God! And she had to have sex with Paul Reiser and Mad About You.
yeah, she's had the most.
She has been through a lot.
She's blandness is all that Helen Hunt has survived. Blandness.
But then Neil Young. What about Neil
yeah.
Young?
He can live there.
All right.
Better to burn out than it is to fade away. Truth. We talking truths over here?
All right, it's time for Blind Item.
Oh, we can't see him.
Ooh, this one's juicy. The newborn child of that newborn child of that closeted A- list actor and his beard have been shrouded in secrecy. His PR people are freaking out because the kid looks nothing like him, and it resembles a Middle Eastern businessman she slept with around the time the child was conceived.
Jeremy Renner.
No, but
Really?
you're getting. He's more known for the dramatic roles.
Damn, I really thought it was Jeremy Renner.
Yeah, right.
All my money was on that.
He's always got a beard, though.
I mean, but he's in that field. He's young.
He's young. Yeah. He's that age. He's the Ryan Gosling era.
Okay, but he's got a beard, a beard literally and a beard figuratively.
Literally and figuratively.
It's not Jake Gyllenhaal.
No, but he does dramas. He does a lot of dramatic acting. But he's kind of a bigger dude. You know, he could do action if he wanted to, but I don't think he really has so far.
Who
Ryan
is it?
Reynolds.
No, Ryan Reynolds has done plenty of action.
Yeah, you're right. He has. He's not just
A
dramatic.
dramatic.
Hit me with. Hey, we need another one.
Let's give you. I'll give you a movie.
Okay.
Silver Linings Playbook.
Oh,
Bradley Cooper.
That one, I mean, that
didn't-
kind of gives it.
I didn't know that he was.
He's in the
I
blind
didn't
items
know.
a lot. This is the first. I haven't
know.
brought it up because this is the first juicy one that I've seen involving him. But yeah, it seems
How
like
brown is that baby? I'm sorry, Molly.
baby's pretty brown.
Whoa.
Yeah, baby's not looking much Cooper.
Whoa. See, Bradley Cooper, I'd leave my shoes under his bed.
I don't even know what that means.
That's what my mom says about Harrison Ford.
Like, it means you'd fuck him in secretly?
That or no, I think it just means that like, oh, I'd be comfortable enough to take off my shoes that you wouldn't just fuck him with your shoes still on.
Yeah, well, there's
I'm
that.
assuming?
I think there's that Shania Twain song.
Who's been, hey, boots been under.
I have no response.
No, I
to
guess
that.
I guess when you have sex with someone, you take off your shoes and you put them under the bed.
Yeah, that's what I said. You fuck them and take your shoes
That's
off.
what I
put 'em
mean.
under
That's
the
like
bed.
because it's like then it's not like a one night stand where you leave on your Heelys to have sex.
Yeah, but it sounds like you're still putting them under the bed. Like,
Oh yeah, and you're
hiding
still
them.
hiding them. I guess you're right. I never
Yeah.
really thought about the phrase before.
Sounds like, your mom's secretly fucking Harrison Ford.
Oh my God, I wish. God, you'd loosen up.
Yep, that's whose bed have your boots been under and whose heart did you steal, I wonder. This time, did it feel like Thunder Baby, whose bed is... That didn't answer anything.
No, it didn't. But it was stellar when she performed it live.
I'll bet.
Oh,
I would imagine so.
Sequined dresses aplenty.
Next up.
Let's hear it.
This A-plus list movie actor is making the umpteenth installment to one of his franchises. Paranoia is on high. His trailer is bulletproof and bomb-proof, and he has a ring of dummy trailers surrounding his for further protection.
Tom Cruise.
Yes.
Yeah! Damn, girl! Yeah! I wonder if he gets to hang out in all the dummy trailers.
Yeah, does he switch every day?
I would love that.
Got to. If they're watching you got to confuse them.
Yeah.
Man, he's so scared.
Who is it he thinks is going to bomb him?
Just anybody.
Anybody.
Yeah, I think he's just generally paranoid.
I mean, there is talks that he is in contracts with a new young woman.
There have been talks, but remember, we did mention that one of them was up at the top of the list, but she ended up having a bit of a meth habit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
When in Rome.
I mean, it's 2017. You know?
Yeah, when being forced to marry someone for a contract, get
Yeah,
high.
do meth.
Yeah.
Or do heroin. At that point, you're going to have the money for it, right?
Yeah, I mean, do something.
And then you can really just forget. You live to forget. And you take all the money at 33 when he leaves you. Mm-hmm. I mean, if it's just a few years.
I would just eat weed brownies all day, every day if I was
Yeah.
being forced to marry Tom Cruise.
Hmm.
I wouldn't have the physical addiction, but I would be out of it enough.
Because you don't have to sleep in the same bed as he does, I'm sure.
Probably.
Yeah, I guess the Scientology equivalent for marrying a Scientology woman, I guess I'd have to marry Kirstie Alley.
Okay. Fat one or thin one?
I mean, current Kirstie
I don't know
Alley.
what she is right now.
She's somewhere in between.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah. I guess I'd stay drunk most of the time.
That's really what it is.
I'd take up smoking again, definitely.
Oh, yeah. Because then you need an excuse to get outside.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, any coerced marriage, you're going to want to have some substances. You know?
Give us advice.
Yeah, you got to get through it.
Well, this last one's juicy.
How juicy.
Ruh-roh.
Uh-oh.
That's how juicy it is. It starts with a ruh-roh.
Scooby-Doo?
Is it Matthew Lillard?
Yeah, that's
Late last week, this A-list singer, but more concerned with how much money she can make on her television show, busted her A-list boyfriend cheating.
J-Lo?
No.
Is
Mariah
it a
Carey?
voice person?
I think she's on The Voice.
Christina Aguilera?
No.
Oh, Alicia Keys.
No.
So she's not on The Voice.
No.
Maybe
that's
she's
all.
not on The Voice. Maybe he's on The Voice.
Blake
Oh.
Shelton.
Yes.
Oh, she is on The Voice right
Gwen
now.
Stefani. She caught him.
No.
Caught him
Well,
cheating.
He's just a drunk.
I was going to say, what do you expect? Sorry. That dude just does, that's all he does. He gets drunk and sleeps with people.
I mean, when in Rome.
Yeah, that's truly
Keep
a when in
saying
Rome.
that. I don't know. I don't think you understand what "win in Rome" means.
Oh yeah, man. When in Rome, you gotta have sex.
That's what it means.
Win in Rome, you must have sex.
Right, a little bit soprasada. Oh yeah. The gnocchi.
Oh, who's the gnocchi?
When in Rome, gnocchi.
And that's all we have time for on today's Page 7, everybody. Thank you very much for listening. We will be back next week.
Walking on broken glass. Hell yeah.
For more shows like the one you just listened to, go to cavecomedyradio.com.